1 second. It's probably the cruddiest lighting setup you've ever seen, but it's way too dark in this room, so I just had to grab another phone and turn the flashlight on. And that's at 14% over there, so yeah, we'll see how long it lasts. So, hey, what is going on, guys? It's Carson here, and I'm just going to be talking about something today. Why are smartphones so expensive? Think about this. So, the Xbox One, it has very high specs. It has, I don't know, like 8 cores or something. It's a very high-powered machine. It can play the latest AAA titles, 60 frames per second, no issues at all. But then you go to something like the Samsung Galaxy S7, and that phone is definitely not as powerful as the Xbox One. It is probably 2 or 3 times weaker than the Xbox One, but yet it's so much more money for that. It is so much more money for that smartphone than that high-powered gaming console. So I have my tablet down here, so I'm just gonna why can't they just... So I'm gonna go ahead and get the specs for the Xbox One really quick. Okay, so I found them, and I also plugged my other phone in here with the lighting, so that's gonna last. It has 8 cores, I was right about that, in its CPU, and it has 8 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, so, and you can get it for like $350 right now. Samsung Galaxy S7 is $650 without a contract. If it's unlocked. And it has 4 gigabytes of RAM. So the Xbox One has double, and it's quad core. So once again, the Xbox has double, so it's still ahead. 500 gigabytes, you get 32 in the smartphone. And I mean, there's just like all this other stuff here. You got shader cores and stuff. You got cloud storage. You got, well, I shouldn't say cloud storage because you have that on everything else. DirectX 11. I mean, smartphone doesn't have that. It says keyboard and mouse support, but oh, whatever, yeah. And I know the US version of the Samsung Galaxy S7 is running Snapdragon 820. That's like the fastest processor in the Snapdragon lineup so far. It's the fastest one. And I know outside of the US it's like Exynos something, I don't know. I live in the US. So I'm gonna worry about the US specs. So is that phone about to fall? Yes. So why does it cost so much more? And same with the PC. PC you could get for $650. You get something a lot more powerful than 4 gigabytes of RAM and a Snapdragon 820. If a PC tried to run that type of specs, it would not be good. And that was the weirdest face they just ever made. But it would not be good. It would be a very slow PC and not performing well. So why does it cost so much more? So I do understand that like the Xbox One isn't made out of glass. I mean, or anything like that. It's not made out of glass. It's not, you know, I understand build quality and stuff. It might be a bit different. But some PCs, like, you know, well, no, I'm not going to talk about laptops because where I'm going with this is kind of interfere with that. So basically, I'm pretty sure it's the mobile version of these. I mean, it's just packing. I mean, I'm recording with my phone, so I can't hold up a smartphone. But it's recording it is trying to pack all of this in this little box. And, well, some of them are bigger, but still, it's a lot. It's a small area. And to fit 4 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of internal storage, yes, we have that type of technology, but it's so much cheaper and easier to make a hard drive like this big instead of a hard drive like this big. You know, so, that's it. It's so much easier to make a stick of RAM like this big, or like this big, instead of like that big. And it's ridiculous, really it is. We gotta find out a better way to create all this stuff. People are paying $600, $700, maybe even $800 for one smartphone, when they could go out and buy a car for that. Really, you could buy a car for $800. Now, how long is it going to last? A month, 2 months? I don't know. But you really could buy, like, a car with that type of money. It's insanely expensive. It's ridiculous. And we need to find a better way. And that's why I'm not going to buy a laptop if I'm on a budget. Because laptops, the mobile versions of those processors, cost so much more. And that's where I kind of made a mistake with this. Intel Atom in here, so a mobile version of the processor, I ended up paying more for less. I mean, that's not a great tablet. I got this one. No, not going into that. But I do think it's really ridiculous, and this is kind of a long video just to talk about why smartphones are so expensive. And it's not just this one. It's the iPhone. The Note series. Why do I think of only Samsung and Apple products? Jeez. It's the Huawei Mate. It's anything, really. Why can't I think of anything? It's any new smartphone. LG G5. Jeez, how did I not think of that sooner? I mean, even the G4 and the G3. And these are all, like, Nexus 6P, 5X, Honor 5X. They're all, well, actually, that one's pretty cheap, but they're all too expensive. If someone can invent something now, this would be the time. This is a really stupid video, really dumb video. That's all my videos. I got stuff to do. Like, literally, I do. But I've just been really... Well, I'll talk about that in another video. That's it for this video, guys. Goodbye. I don't know what I'm doing. Bye.